Hello, Alex from Report
Hello.
from Media, and thank you so much for being on our show.
Just outside my window here, I wish I could show you a bridge tonight. Walking into the city skyline, there'll probably be 10,000 people on that, just there to enjoy the nightlife, walking with families, buying ice creams, having some Chinese food, and supporting a nighttime economy, not just the daytime economy.
That's really interesting for French audience, I'm sure. You know why? Because in France now we have more and more policies that we can see being applied in the cities. They are turning off the lights during the night for the planet, for the global warming. So when it's dark, you don't have any lights in the streets because they want to save some energy. But the problem is now is the people, and in the city center, for example, I was living in Bordeaux, in
There we
the
go, yeah.
city of the southwest, and even in the city center they were turning off the lights, and you had a huge rise of criminality because the women that were trying to go back home, they were in the total darkness, and they were being attacked, unfortunately. And this is something that we are seeing more and more because we have ecologists that took the power in many cities in France. So it's really the opposite view that we have right now with what you said about China. So it's interesting and
It's
sad for us.
extraordinary. It's extraordinary because the lighting here, they're using technology. They're using LED. They're using stuff that uses way, way, way less energy. Okay. So that's the first part. The other one is when you talk about safety here, we can do a comparison. The metro systems here are very safe. They go late into the night. They're very protective. There's security all the way. We call it end to end. Okay. There is a mandate that the streets have to be lit, safety for travel. The other one is that, when I visited my country of Canada, a few years back, I would go out and I would hear everybody say, well, we'll have one drink. We got to go home. And I said, well, it's a great night. Let's go have some fun. Can't drive. Okay. I understand there's, there's laws and rules and regulations. And then they said, well, here in China, to take a taxi into the city, basically, I would say 8 kilometers, 10 kilometers is about €2. So why would you drive? Now you're supporting that nighttime economy there. The drivers are getting rewarded, not necessarily charging somebody €50 to get into the city center, but they would much rather do 20 or 30 trips, still get their money instead of trying to drive somebody into maybe a dangerous area or a dead thing. So it's, as you say, Raphael, it's a complete opposite.
And what about the famous myth that apparently is supposed to prove that China is living, the Chinese people are living under a dictatorship, the social credit system. And you even mentioned AI and technology, and based on the reports from the Western medias, we will see like the final transformation of China really soon with the AI, where everybody will be controlled, watched, and it will be over for the freedom of the individual. So what about it?
I want everybody to understand I live here, okay? I'm in China right now. I live here. The Chinese are starting to ask me about that now. They're saying, Alex, got a strange call from my friend in Alabama or my friend in, Naples, Italy. They're asking me about this social credit. I said, sorry, what? They said, is there a new credit card here in China that we're not aware of? I said, no, they're talking about the social credit system. They go, well, what does that even mean? I said, well, apparently you have a report card if you do something wrong or you won't be able to take a train or take a plane. She says, okay, well, let me think. So my Chinese friend would respond to this. China has what we call exit border, where we leave the country. We do see border patrol at our exit, okay? And we see them coming in. Some European countries used to do that. I think in post-Soviet countries, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, they used to have that. They've got rid of them. Now there's free flow of people. But exit means if you're exiting the country, yeah, you will see passport control on the way out, foreigners and Chinese. Now, if you have a criminal record, if you have a litigation lawsuit that you owe somebody hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you had a court date and you didn't go to court, or you are a fugitive, yeah, you will be caught. You will not be allowed to get on a plane to fly to a foreign country and be a fugitive. Now, if that is, he said, if that's what they mean by the social credit score, yeah, we have it. If it means that you've missed payments on your credit card, yeah, you might have a bad credit rating, just like you have a bad credit rating in the United States and Canada and France and whatever. But social credit scores, no idea. I'm way like I would like to. I would, and if somebody can tell me where it is, if it's in Beijing or a city and they have this source, I will call them up. I will call up the connections in media, and I will go to this alleged Cash Patel social credit core system here in China, and I will blow the doors off of it. But one thing that I can tell the viewers in China, watch my videos. I have over 250 videos. No one stops me anywhere from actually putting out content. I've done documentaries on the democracy of China, going into school systems. I've gone into the hospitals here. I've gone into government entities, to banks. This is one of the most easiest places to film. And I think what's irritating a lot of the skeptical people on China is you see these videos on China that say, I was shocked when I went to Beijing. I was shocked when I went to China. You goddamn right. They are shocked because they just can't understand how cities like Shanghai, that has about 30 million people, looks so clean, feels so clean, and is a great city, when they were told that it was Pyongyang, North Korea. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, interesting question. The social system. If any viewers have a contact where they know where the headquarters is, I'm more than happy to go down there and see it.
And I think it's a really important clarification of the situation, because we can see on social media some fake videos now, and we cannot really trust anymore what we see because of AI mostly, but also
absolutely,
not only AI, but just fake informations on just a recording that doesn't have any context. And we can see, even myself, I need to say this, I saw many videos, and I asked to a friend living in China if it was true, where apparently, based on the videos that you can see that are making millions of views, and I think mostly for the Western population. So it's when you act in the streets, you can watch in live your social score. So if you don't throw away something in a trash bin, if you cross the sidewalk when the light is red, you will lower your score or rise it a little, and you can get advantages, or you can even lose some kind of privileges. This is the things that I saw on videos that were fake, obviously, but still it's something that we see on the social media. So the clarification was really important.